Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing about how we got pregnant in the first month of trying. What? How did this happen? To start out, this is just my story. This is what worked for me, and I'm going to go ahead and share that. Before I get started, let me go grab a few things. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm usually making videos with my husband Connor and our baby girl Logan, vlog style. But I've started a new series recently about mom tips, mom hacks, things I've learned as a new mom. And today I'm coming at you with a video about how we got pregnant in our first month. So without further ado, let's get started. I want to give you a little backstory of how I got to using a non-hormonal form of birth control, and that was back when my now husband, but we were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. I was experiencing a lot of anxiety and mood swings and weight gain and some acne, and I had recently found some people online that said that it could be contributing to birth control. And so when I started down that rabbit hole, I had actually came across a natural non-hormonal form of birth control being Natural Cycles. It's an app that you have on your phone and you take your temperature every day. And disclaimer, this video is not sponsored in any way. These are just things that I've used, I think contributed to helping us get pregnant in the first month of trying. First things first, I think, was our diet. We do eat a pretty clean diet and try to eat as much of our foods as whole source or like whole foods, so nothing too processed. The second thing would be I was taking AG1 very regularly at the time, and I actually took this throughout my pregnancy. My care team, my midwife, they said it was good and it was safe. So before you do that, go ahead and check with your care team. But those are two things that I feel like definitely contributed. I'll put a link down to AG1 down below if you are curious about that. And thirdly, I think the biggest thing was understanding and knowing my cycle. And this is definitely what I wanted to get into today. When was my period? When was I ovulating? How does that work? I have not been on birth control prior to getting pregnant for about 6 years. I had gone off of it, decided that, hey, like there's another option besides being on birth control. And at that time I had an IUD. I decided I wanted to get it out. So at that time, I got the IUD out and I began my journey with non-hormonal birth control and kind of like I would say detoxing my body from being on birth control for about 5 years. So that was a long journey and hard. It was really hard to come off of the birth control. I had some pretty bad bleeding right when I got my IUD removed. My anxiety slowly did dissipate, which was a huge reason to why I wanted to get off of it. If you ever feel inclined and you are on birth control, go pull out the warning label out of your birth control pack. I read through that and anxiety showed up and weight gain and all these things could be a possible side effect. And that really just solidified, hey, I'm doing the right thing. So as a couple months had passed, I started using my Natural Cycles app and decided to never look back. It was giving me green days, it was giving me red days. I was able to track my temperature and watch and start to understand how the human body works and how the woman's body changes throughout a period of time, day to day, and it changes through the month. And I just found that so fascinating. And so it became my husband and I birth control. I mean, it would tell me when I'm ovulating, red day, use protection, green day, you're good to go. We never had a whoopsie in the 5 years that we used the app prior to deciding, hey, it's time now to get pregnant. And in the switch of a button on this app, it's like now trying to get pregnant. And so it kind of coaches you through that. And so I thought that was so cool because, in my first little bit of time using it, I did track my ovulation to see when I was ovulating to get as many green days as possible. Safe, it's safe to have sex, you're not ovulating. And as soon as we switched it to, hey, let's get pregnant, it coached you through that. Hey, start taking ovulation tests on this day. Your cycle ended, time to start taking them. And as soon as that thing's like, hey, today's your day. Today is go day. And so that was like having a best friend. And once we got pregnant, you switch the app again and then it tracks your pregnancy. So now I am back to having cycle I am breastfeeding, so it is a little bit different for me right now just because my cycles aren't regular. I've only had one. Who knows if we'll have another one anytime soon. But I'll put a link down below for you to get a free thermometer. It would be this one. Or you could upgrade to their new one. This one just connects to Bluetooth, so it connects to the app for you and can save multiple days. But this is the one that I used for years and years and years and years. And my husband and I both love that and both use it, or there's a version for him now too. He can log on and see his side of it. But I have nothing bad to say. And if you're someone who's interested in getting off of birth control and trying another way, I definitely think that this would be a great option for you. Obviously talk to your care provider, but I've had amazing luck with it. If you're not already, please consider subscribing to our channel. I make mom videos and my husband and I put out vlog form videos. We're into lifestyle, health, fitness, cooking, adventure, travel, and we just love sharing information that we're learning and continue to learn with you. So I hope you follow along. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.